so mom and dad and friends can be very impressed. Here's who we've arrested. Now, let me go over this for you. These groups of people were at one time friends. And apparently back in March, there's a local bar called the El Rodeo Bar where a fight occurred, and there were some criminal charges filed. Well, some of the group didn't like the fact that there were criminal charges filed, and we're looking into tampering with evidence. Where they pull up to, and instead of staying in the water, where there's a loophole, as long as their feet are in the water, they can be at your back door. But then they get up onto people's property. You see, this sign says, by order of the sheriff. This is not a suggestion. So a week ago, we received a 911 call where there were a group of individuals who wants to be, again, being raucous and out of control and fighting. By the time the deputies arrived, they had fled. We chased down one boat, and there were two people there that said, hey, yeah, a couple of guys had a fight, but it's broken up and it's cool, and they wouldn't cooperate. But our Marine Patrol folks, who are the very best, got into this investigation because they created a significant disturbance once again. So I want to tell everyone, so mom and dad and friends can be very impressed. Here's who we've arrested. Now, let me go over this for you. These groups of people were at one time friends. And apparently back in March, there's a local bar called the El Rodeo Bar where a fight occurred, and there were some criminal charges filed. Well, some of the group didn't like the fact that there were criminal charges filed, and we're looking into tampering with evidence. But now, a week ago, at this disturbance, these folks kind of ended up at the point. And it started with talking to each other and screaming and hollering at each other. And then they got to fighting up on the land. Oh, they were fighting. If you can see where part of the scrum occurred, there's one guy laying on the ground knocked out between two of our no trespassing signs. So our investigation took us to arrest them. Now we have Tim Gooding here. He's our sucker puncher. You know, he'll run up behind you and knock you out cold. He knocked another person out into the water. In addition to that, this Peyton Italy, who's 19, we charged him by affidavit a couple of months ago when he called up Uber Eats, ordered some beer, and walked through people's yard out to the road to get the beer to go back to the lake. Listen to me, folks. This is long past a joking matter. We've coached, we've pled, we've begged, and once again, you see what we got. A bunch of kids have gone to jail. These guys are 23, 19, 21. Richard's 40. He's way old enough to know better. 22, 21, 21, and 17. Gavin Gooding is Tim Gooding's juvenile brother. So he picked up, in addition to riot, disorderly conduct, affray, he got a contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Nate Land, and once again, all these folks were friends at one time. The bottom line to this is you go, oh, what's the big deal? I want you to think about this. I want you to think that you go home this afternoon or this weekend, and you're in your backyard, and these folks, whether they're in boats or vehicles, pull up to the edge of your property, put on their music to blast, using the F word, with your children there, and that goes on all afternoon. And then they roll out in a big mob into your yard and fight. And you know, if you're not fighting, you can do other things that start with an F. Like this in the yard. We're over it. Now, I'm going to give you one last warning. Our Marine Patrol people are going to be out there. Some you're going to see, some you're not going to see. But write this down in your little book. We're going to put people in jail this weekend for conduct that we previously tried to warn you about. So, go home and get your bond money together right now. You can carry it in your pocket. It'll help you get out of jail quicker. We're going to take you to jail, but also bring enough money, because we're going to tow your truck, we're going to tow your car, we're going to tow your wave runners, we're going to lock y'all up until you figure out that you can't misbehave in the community, that you can't fight, that you can't knock people unconscious. It's over, folks. It's over.
Donald Trump. Trump, where you at, Trump? Where is Trump at when you truly need him? We got these peckerwoods out here in Florida running amok, running through good black people's yards. These black people own beachfront property, and we got these peckerwoods out there having sex in the streets, out there cursing and fighting each other and knocking each other out on the lawns of these good black folks who has went out there and worked hard to buy the property that they have. And we got these 10 clowns running around out there acting a goddamn fool. So I want to know, where's Trump at? Where's the National Guard at? Why Trump hasn't deployed the National Guard here in Polk County, Florida? When you got these clowns running around. Look at these clowns right here. These are the clowns that I'm talking about. Drum roll, please. Voila. Come get these clowns, Trump. They're out there running amok in Polk County, Florida. And the sheriff is tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing these peckerwoods out here destroying, pillaging, and plundering, getting into drunken bar fights.
Man, D.O.D. coming through, dropping the butter biscuits. I appreciate you. I could use some butter biscuits right now too, man. Because y'all know I be tap dancing for Trump and stuff. I really could use some butter biscuits to go with my coffee that I'm making right now. To be honest with you, let me be honest with you guys. I don't think I've ever had butter biscuits. In all seriousness, what is butter biscuits? Is it the same thing as like just regular biscuits from where my little controller at? Is butter biscuits the same thing as regular biscuits from like Popeye's chicken? Or is butter biscuits like actually something uniquely different from Popeye's chicken's biscuits? You know, or biscuits that you get from Red Lobster. Those biscuits are good. Them Red Lobster biscuits hit different. But like, I really don't even know what butter biscuits are. But I'll take them, D.O.D. You know, you can mail them to my office. I'm not going to give you the address, but if you could track me down, you know, and find out where I'll be tap dancing at, yeah, send me some butter biscuits to my office, and I'll definitely enjoy having some with my coffee. And speaking of my coffee, the coffee is ready. Give me a sec.